So please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem, sung by Megan Hopfler, accompanied by the Idaho Brass Quintet.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. So once a year when I wear this tassel, it reminds me when I had long hair 40-some years ago. So welcome to the University of Idaho's commencement ceremony, honoring our students in the Idaho Falls area. And I'm Lee Ostrom, the Executive Officer for the Idaho Falls Center. Thank you to all those who helped set up for the program tonight. We really appreciate all the effort that they did. So history is important, and it's one of the things that's a lesser known fact is Idaho State University at one time was the University of Idaho's Southern Branch, and this changed in 1947. The University of Idaho has been in Idaho Falls since 1954, when the reactor test station requested UI to come to Idaho Falls to provide educational opportunities for the reactor test station employees. And that continues to this day. That's almost, 50-some years that U of I has provided this. However, this short time period pales into comparison of the thousands of years the Shoshone-Bannock people have lived in this area. And I want to begin by acknowledging that our U of I Idaho Falls campus is located on the homelands of the Shoshone-Bannock people. We extend gratitude to the indigenous people that have called this place home for so many thousands of years. UI recognizes that it is our academic responsibility to build relationships with the indigenous people to ensure the integrity of tribal voices. So now it's my pleasure to introduce the 19th president of the University of Idaho, Scott Green.
Thank you, Dr. Ostrom, for opening our commencement ceremony and for your leadership here in Idaho Falls. Deeply appreciated. Students, parents, families, deans, faculty, and honored guests, welcome to the University of Idaho, our state's flagship land-grant institution. At this time, I couldn't agree with you more. Woo! At this time, I'd like to introduce the people seated on the stage and in the front row this evening. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Platform party, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing, and all platform party until all platform party members have been announced. Susie Lawn, Dean, College of Engineering. Juliet Marshall, Department, Head Plant Sciences, representing the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. Lyle Castle, Dean, Idaho State University Idaho Falls, Vice Provost for Academic Outreach. Rick Amon, President, College of Eastern Idaho. Adam Dean, Chair, Mechanical and Civil Engineering, Brigham Young University, Idaho. Jerry McMurtry, Dean, College of Graduate Studies. Lindsey Brown, University Registrar. Chris Harvey, Chipman Faculty Award recipient. Dakota Roberson, Faculty Senate Representative. Amy Lentz, Associate Vice President, Alumni Relations. Cindy Sidaway, University of Idaho Regent. Tori Lawrence, Provost and Executive Vice President. Lori Barber, Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs at College of Eastern Idaho, and our commencement speaker tonight. Lee Ostrom, Executive Officer, Idaho Falls Center. Ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished platform party. Please be seated. This is the 128th commencement year for the U of I. More than 125,000 students have earned more than 135,000 degrees since the first graduates walked across our stage in 1896. That tradition continues today. More than 1,500 graduates are joining the ranks of Vandal alumni this spring, including more than 35 from our Idaho Falls Center. This class of graduates has met the rigorous requirements of a University of Idaho education. We take great pride in our academics, which incorporate learning by doing across disciplines. Our faculty work closely with our students and connect with them on a personal level, arming them with knowledge and practical skills, combining academics with invaluable experiences outside the classroom, which results in graduates who are sought after by employers. U of I alums work hard and know how to contribute to a team. A great example is Sandy Landon, who has an amazing story of giving back to her community while overcoming personal challenges. She's earning her bachelor's degree in general studies today after 20 years of hard work and perseverance. She has a long list of honors to her name and an even longer list of volunteer activities. She was on Idaho Falls' list of top 50 influential people and served on the Chamber of Commerce and Business Advisory Board. Sandy served as president of the Southeast Idaho Human Resources Managers Group and still volunteers to support the group. She's active in the Society for Human Resource Management, and she founded the Professional Miniature Bull Riders Association, a program to give children ages 5 to 14 a safe place to learn and grow as bull riders. Woo! Yes. Another terrific example is Sam Root, who's earning his master's degree in nuclear engineering. An outstanding student and researcher, Sam earned the Nuclear Regulatory Commission's U of I Fellowship, which has provided financial support to help him complete his education. He's an active member of the American Nuclear Society and was an intern at Idaho National Laboratory working as a hydrogen and thermal systems modeling engineer. I know there are many examples of Vandals who not only gained a great education here, but also made their mark by investing in their community and lifting up those around them. As graduates, I encourage you to continue to be curious, continue to learn, and continue to collaborate in ways that uplift others. This particular class of Vandals persevered through an unprecedented pandemic. You adapted and learned new skills on the fly. You took precautions to protect your community. Embrace all that you've gained. Your education was like any other in history, and I believe you're stronger and more prepared for your careers than those that came before you. Vandals are running boardrooms across this country, seeking justice in our courtrooms and serving in our classrooms across Idaho and the West. They're healing our family members in Idaho hospitals and working in the corridors of power in both Boise and Washington, D.C., and they're even on the field in the NFL. You are joining the ranks of these leaders. Set your sights on something great. Always be prepared to operate a little bit out of your comfort zone. It'll be hard work. There will be setbacks, but your Vandal family will be here to provide support to you along the way. You'll always have the Vandal Network to help you chart your path. You are now ambassadors for our Vandal family, so keep telling your Vandal story. We'll be right here cheering you on. Congratulations, and go Vandals! So as I look out over all these graduates, I know that none of you got here alone. You were supported by friends and family. These are people whom you care about and who care about you. So let's take a minute to stand and thank them. Graduates, please stand and wave to your friends and family who supported you along this journey. It's all good. It's a privilege to have one of our University of Idaho regents with us tonight. Cindy Sidaway is a member of the Idaho State Board of Education and one of our University of Idaho regents. She owns and operates a historic family sheep ranch in eastern Idaho and is a past member of the Board of Trustees for the West Jefferson School District. Regent Sidaway, will you please bring greetings to our graduates?
Thank you, President Green. The State Board of Education is the governing body for all education in the state of Idaho, including K through 12 and all higher education institutions. On behalf of the regents of the University of Idaho and the Idaho State Board of Education, I bring greetings to our graduates and their families. We are proud of your achievements. You have worked hard and today graduate from Idaho's land-grant institution. We wish you the very best for your future. Congratulations.
Thank you again, Regent Sidaway, for being with us tonight and for your service to our university and the state of Idaho. It is my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Lori Barber. She serves as the Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs at the College of Eastern Idaho. Lori has more than 25 years of experience in education from K through 12 to higher ed. She led the creation of the General Education Transfer Degrees at CEI and she expanded access and opportunity for students in the region. Lori earned her doctorate from Arizona State University. She is a member of the Idaho Workforce Development Council, and she's a strong advocate for education across the state. Please join me in welcoming our 2023 commencement speaker, Dr. Lori Barber.
Thank you so much, President Green, for that wonderful introduction. And good evening. I'm going to push this up just a little bit. And good evening to all of you, and what a pleasure to be here with you tonight to celebrate your graduation. You know, college degrees never come easy, and for many tonight, you, like me, have been non-traditional students, which comes with its own set of challenges. Many of you attended college while juggling family life, working full-time jobs, and taking care of a whole host of other life responsibilities. And yet, here you are, graduating with your bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. I too was an atypical student for my master's degree, and just last week, at the tender young age of 54, graduated with my doctorate. I know you are excited and proud and probably a whole lot tired too. It took hard work and determination and sacrifice to get you to this ceremony tonight. Psychologist Brené Brown said, "We can choose courage or we can choose comfort, but we can't have both, not at the same time." All of you made that choice of courage over and over and over again with late night study groups, early morning papers, and maybe, probably, if you're like me, a lot of tears on the way. I'd like to encourage you in your following successes by keeping a few ideas in mind. They continue to help me on my path, and I hope they'll help you too. And don't worry, I won't speak too long. I know what you really want to do is walk across this stage, get that degree, and continue with the celebration of this enormous success. You know, it seems everywhere I turn today, someone, somewhere, screeches into the void about the horrible state of the world, and even more so since the onset of our new robot overlord, ChatGPT, launched last November. However, there have been naysayers and doomsdayers predicting the fall of the world since time immemorial. The fact of the matter is, we live in a world of wide wonder and awe, and there is not a more exciting time in history to be graduating and starting a career. To be sure, we could do more to give a greater number of people access to a higher quality of life. But in reality, there has never been a better time to be alive. As a student of history, I am always puzzled when people purport that the world of 2023 is broken and we're more divided than we've ever been. I tend to agree with the 2022 New York Times article entitled, "Cheer Up, the World is Better Off Than You Think." though I will tell you, I've often been accused of being a bit of a Pollyanna. The author of that article, Nicholas Kristof, wrote that we have made huge advances in healthcare, technology, energy sources, historic progress towards eradicating global poverty, and global childhood mortality has dropped to its lowest rate since we began tracking the measure. Dr. Max Rozier of Our World in Data recently stated, "The world is awful, the world is much better, the world can be much better." All three statements are true at the same time. To be sure, there are huge challenges facing the world, such as war, rapid advances in AI, and political divisions, to name a few. I will tell you this, the world may be bent, but it is surely not broken. You all, with your newly gained education, are certainly up to the task ahead to solve those problems and continue the upward spiral of progress for everyone. Stay positive, even when the rest of the world swims in negativity. You are not bound by others' pessimism. You have the power to be the light. Keeping in mind that there has never been a better time to be alive or graduate with a college degree, I'll make a few more observations about how you can keep moving forward, keep striving, and use your knowledge to make the world a better place for everyone. Certainly, as I've already spoken about, the world is changing quickly, and with that evolution, there are plenty of opinions coming your way on how to live your life. Gurus, self-help books, and sometimes even commencement speakers will give a never-ending recitation of advice. And while it never hurts to listen to others, make sure that you always listen to your own still, small voice. Set your personal rules for success. No one else's guidelines apply to you and your trajectory in life. As many of you have taken a varied path to graduation tonight, you set your own course, and it has obviously served you well. That you're sitting here this evening in regalia is evidence of your personal wisdom leading you to success. We live in a comparison-crazed world, and it's easy to think that someone else has it all figured out with their carefully curated social media feeds. Don't compare yourself to others or measure yourself by someone else's trajectory. Albert Einstein stated, "I have only two rules which I regard as principles of conduct. The first is, have no rules. The second rule is, be independent of the opinion of others." The next point I'll share as you move on is that there are no time limits to success. You truly only time out when you die. There is a prevailing belief in this country that if you don't do something profound by the time you're 25, that you're a failure. In reality, today is the best day to start something new or keep persevering towards your goals. You've accomplished one goal here tonight. Now is the best time to set a new goal and strive to reach it, no matter if you're 27 or 70. As cliche as I know it sounds, age truly is just a number. Author and businessman Richard Leder stated, "The trouble is when a number, your age, becomes your identity, you've given away your power to choose your future. Keep your power, succeed at your own pace." And building on Leder's wise words, remember as you move on to that next goal, there might be times when no one else believes in you, so you must profoundly believe in yourself. There is a meme I love. It shows a forlorn and lonely-looking Sasquatch sitting on a rock by a river in a forest, head in his hands. There's a thought bubble over his head, and it says, "Believe in yourself when no one else will," signed Sasquatch. Know that you have everything you need internally to keep you moving towards your dreams and to believe in yourself, like Sasquatch. I will say that one of the best ways to get in touch with this internal fortitude is to get quiet and learn to trust and hear the hum of your internal compass. In a world that screams loudly every moment of every day, learn to close out the minutia of the outside world and simply be still. Pray, meditate, whatever you call it, get inside and get in touch, go inside and get in touch with that greatness that I promise resides in us all. Author Roy T. Bennett wrote in his book, The Light in the Heart, "Don't let others tell you what you can't do. Don't let the limitations of others limit your vision. If you can remove your self-doubt and believe in yourself, you can achieve what you never thought possible. Heed the words of Bennett. Be like Sasquatch. Believe in yourself. The next idea I'd like to share is so important to remember, and it is simply this. You are the one you've been waiting for. I'll repeat that again. You are the one you've been waiting for. What I really mean by this is that no one else can make your goals, your passions come to life. You're the one to do it for yourself. In a world that often makes us feel less than and capitalizes on our doubt, we sometimes begin to have reservations about our abilities. The thing is, everyone has those doubts, and we all have that nagging voice whispering to us that we're not good enough, or the one I hear inside my head the most, who do you think you are? It's called imposter syndrome, and I'll tell you, everyone has it. Keep going and know greatness is in you. The world desperately needs you to bring your innate talent, your newfound knowledge, show up every day and use that knowledge to change the world. Let your exquisite uniqueness shine through in this sometimes dim world. The next point I'll share is short and sweet, and President Green has already touched on it. As you move forward with your freshly minted expertise, remember to face each day with gratitude, and most importantly, thank those who helped you get here tonight. Success is rarely, if ever, accomplished in isolation. Many others sacrificed for your achievement. Thank those people profusely. They are an integral part of why you're here tonight. The final point I want to speak to tonight, and perhaps my favorite, is the power of story. I want to share a narrative, a bit of my Oklahoma history that I wrote a while back. I hope it encourages you to share your story too, about the challenges you faced and how you overcame those challenges. There is a place hidden deep in the Kiamishi Mountains of Oklahoma where much of my lineage lays at rest. It's the burial grounds for a tiny church in Neshoba, Oklahoma, a forgotten place, but a place stamped on my DNA. To find the old Noli Cemetery, you have to wind along dirt roads, through pine trees and poverty, crossing creaky wooden bridges as you twist deeper and deeper into the hills. My parents are buried there, as well as many other relatives who I never met or who were long dead before I began my sojourn here. Meandering through the churchyard follows a map to my past. It's an atlas of my ancestry. Though as I wander there, even just in my mind, I realize there are too many stories I never heard, too many histories that have gone unrecorded, too many memoirs buried with bones. As I stand before you on this beautiful Idaho evening, over 1,000 miles away from the dead who gave me life, it is as if I hear the voices of those ancestors carried on the breeze, beckoning me to remember from where I came, summoning me to give voice to the long-forgotten Marleys and Donicas whose souls dance somewhere in the great beyond. I have shed many a tear in that churchyard, and as I speak with you this evening, all that emotion comes rushing through me in gratitude of my lineage, of all my past has taught me, and deeply grateful for the life ahead. I am reminded that much of my story, and your story too, might go unrecorded. So it is most wise to live life to the brim while we have breath. We should all endeavor in every moment to make an imprint on those around us so that part of our narrative can live on, perhaps not in direct remembrance of us, but in the lives we change, the joy we bring, the difference we make in the here and now. I feel like I should have perhaps this speech, the power of story. I am, first and foremost, a storyteller. In reality, we all have stories to tell, and we should tell them because they help others to see that there are 1,000 ways to reach goals and to become a success. There's an old Hopi Indian proverb, and it says, "Those who tell the stories rule the world." And I think it's true. I hope you will all share your story, too, of what brought you to this place and time to receive this degree and honor. Your story will no doubt encourage all of those around you and inspire them to pursue their goals. In closing, I know those are the words you've been waiting for. I have been so blessed to have my life's trajectory completely altered through the power of education, a positive attitude, creating my own path, believing in myself, practicing gratitude, and of course, through the power of story. I challenge each of the graduates as you go out into the world and expand your horizons to tell your story. Remember, when you tell your story, you become someone else's inspiration. An anonymous author wrote, "Story is where we came from. Story is where we're going. Story is what connects us and binds us to each other. It is the story of humanity amongst love and fear and failure where we make meaning of our existence." I truly believe that sharing one's story coupled with the power of education is the way we alter, for the better, the course of the world. So finally, take all that you have learned while earning this degree, your inquisitiveness, your courage, your wonder, and of course your story too, and use all of that immense talent to create a brighter future for us all. Thank you so much for listening, and again, huge congratulations on this amazing accomplishment. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Barber. It's an honor to have you with us this evening, and we greatly appreciate our partnership with CEI and the rest of the two-year colleges in Idaho. You can read more about Lori Barber in your commencement program. I now invite Susie Long, Dean of the College of Engineering, to the podium to present the College of Engineering Awards. Susie?
Each year, the University of Idaho recognizes students for achievements in academic and job performance, service, and promoting excellence within the college and the university. The college would like to recognize 3 Idaho Falls students for their hard work and dedication to engineering. As I read your name, please stand and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until all of the names have been read. We have 2 outstanding seniors in industrial technology, Keith Hughes and Preston Abbott, and our outstanding graduate student for Idaho Falls, Shokun Sun.
So it is my distinct honor to award the Nathan A. Chipman Outstanding Affiliate Faculty Award to Chris Harvey. Chris is an attorney with the U.S. Department of Energy, where he supports environmental compliance and nuclear energy research and development projects at the Idaho National Laboratory. Prior to joining the department, he worked in the oil and gas industry, both in private practice and as Assistant Attorney General for the state of North Dakota. In recognition of his dedication to the students and their education, the University of Idaho in Idaho Falls is pleased to award Chris with the Nathan A. Chipman Outstanding Affiliate Faculty Award. Please join me in congratulating Chris. I now invite Provost and Executive Vice President Tori Lawrence to the podium to recognize those receiving honors.
Thank you, President Green. The University of Idaho is committed to the pursuit of excellence. We will now recognize students who are graduating with special honors. Students, please stand as I call your honors designation and remain standing. And audience, please hold your applause until all honorees are acknowledged. First, magna cum laude, with great distinction. Signified by a silver honor cord, these students are the top 6% of their college class. Would you please stand? Summa cum laude, with highest distinction. Signified by a gold honor cord, these students are the top 3% of their college class. You have brought distinction to yourselves and to our university through your high achievements as students and scholars. Tonight, we honor your hard work and commitment to learning, and we look to you for leadership in upholding high standards for yourselves and your This is a moment for us to acknowledge the contributions of each student and celebrate their academic accomplishments. So I will list those 5 now. During a private ceremony last week, we awarded a certificate in marketing to the family of Xana Alexia Kernodle. A certificate in recreation, sport, and tourism management will be delivered to the family of Ethan James Chapin in the coming weeks. And last Saturday in Moscow, we awarded 3 posthumous bachelor's degrees. A degree in business to the family of Madison May Mogan, a degree in general studies to the family of Kaylee Jade Gonsalves, and finally a Bachelor of Science degree in sociology and criminology to the family of Lupita Colis Ruiz. Their families will always be members of the Vandal family. So let's continue with the granting of degrees. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please stand? Bachelor's degrees. President Green, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to be awarded the baccalaureate degree so earned.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree so earned, with its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities, in testimony whereof you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the candidates for master's degrees please stand? Each of you has completed rigorous advanced studies in academic disciplines. President Green, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to receive master's degrees as so earned.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the master's degree earned, with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities, in testimony whereof you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations.
You may be seated. And finally, will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy please stand? Each of you has completed rigorous advanced studies in academic disciplines. President Green, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to receive the Doctor of Philosophy degree so earned.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Doctor of Philosophy so earned, with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities, in testimony whereof you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations.
Students receiving the doctorate are given a doctoral hood. It is our tradition at commencement for the doctoral candidates to be hooded by his or her major professor. Candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy, please come to the stage to receive your degrees, followed by our master's and baccalaureate candidates.
Nora Saad Al-Sa'ari, Doctor of Philosophy, Material Science and Engineering, Major Professor, Dr. Indrajit Sharit. Dissertation title, Microstructural Modification and Mechanical Properties Evaluation of an austenitic stainless steel subjected to friction stir-based repair and mitigation techniques. Joseph Abraham Christensen, Doctor of Philosophy, Nuclear Engineering. Major Professor, Dr. Robert Borelli. Dissertation title, Advancements in the Evaluation of Heterogeneity for Nuclear Criticality Safety in High-Assay, Low-Enriched Uranium Systems. Eugene Teddy Ingman, Jr., Doctor of Philosophy, Nuclear Engineering. Major Professor, Dr. Haiyan Zhao. Dissertation title, Low Temperature Electrolysis of Rare Earth Elements, Immobilization of Rare Earth Elements in Novel Cathodes. Kristen L. Geddes, Doctor of Philosophy, Nuclear Engineering. Major Professor, Dr. Vivek Utgagar, hooded by Dr. Rich Christensen. Dissertation title, Investigation of the Back End of the Nuclear Fuel Cycle, the Initial Analysis for the Processing of Molten Salt Nuclear Battery Waste. Ryan Christopher Haruska, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science. Major Professor, Dr. Michael Haney. Dissertation title, A Functional All-Hazard Approach to Critical Infrastructure Dependency Analysis. Briar Sharif, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science. Major Professor, Dr. Min Shin. Dissertation title, Deep Learning for Ultrasound-Based Breast Cancer Early Detection. Haotien Wong, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science. Major Professor, Dr. Min Shin. Dissertation title, Deep Multitask Learning for Histopathology Image Processing. Annie Short, Master of Education, Curriculum and Instruction. Gallo Albor, Master of Science, Environmental Science. Sheldon Wayne Christensen, Master of Science, Technology Management. Roger Carson Chun, Master of Science, Technology Management. Stephen Daniels, Master of Science, Computer Science. Nicholas Diaz, Master of Science, Computer Science. Kofi Anderson Kofi, Master of Science, Computer Science. Jan William Lambrickson, Master of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Ye-Chin Ma, Master of Science, Computer Science. T.J. Morton, Master of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Amit Swamina Nilkar, Master of Science, Chemical Engineering. Luana Zagato, Master of Science, Plant Science. Samuel J. Root, Master of Science, Nuclear Engineering. Stacy Elizabeth Vikansky, Master of Science, Adult Organizational Learning and Leadership. Jia Wong, Master of Science, Computer Science. Miguel Angel Zamora, Master of Science, Adult and Organizational Learning and Leadership. James Matthias Zillinger, Master of Science, Nuclear Engineering. Arnold Pradhan, Master of Engineering, Nuclear Engineering. Nicholas Christian Treza, Master of Engineering, Electrical Engineering. Jason Waymont, Master of Engineering, Engineering Management. Mindy Sue Raymond, Bachelor of Agricultural and Life Sciences, Ag Science, Communication and Leadership, summa cum laude. Jill Randall, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Science, Physical Science option. Christy Bollinger, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Science, Physical Science option. Joshua Tobias Slusher, Bachelor of Science, Psychology. Sandy K. Landon, Bachelor of General Studies. Keith Owen Hughes, Bachelor of Science in Technology, Industrial Technology, summa cum laude. Michael Glazier, Bachelor of Science in Technology, Industrial Technology, magna cum laude. Preston Abbott, Bachelor of Science in Technology, Industrial Technology.
Graduates, do we have everyone there? Yeah. Graduates, please stand. This is the moment you have all been waiting for. Please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. Nice job. You may be seated. I would now like to invite Amy Lentz, Assistant Vice President for Alumni Relations, Class of 1995, to please come forward to the podium. Amy?
So, good evening, Vandals. Founded in 1898, the University of Idaho Alumni Association is nearly as old as the institution. May I have all University of Idaho alumni on the podium, on the platform, and in the audience, please stand. All right. Thank you. Graduates, you are joining an elite and loyal group of individuals now numbering over 112,000 strong, and they are living and working and making a difference in Idaho, nationally, and globally. You are now part of the University of Idaho alumni family. Speaking of making a difference in the world, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge our 2023 University of Idaho Alumni Hall of Fame. Charlotte Hill, class of 1976 and 1977, Leah Fry, class of 1979, and Randy Luton, class of 1983. Graduates, congratulations, and go Vandals!
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate it. Now I wish to acknowledge and commend the faculty. Will our faculty please stand? You provide the knowledge and mentorship to our students. You teach them, you advise them, you support our students and give them the tools they need to be successful in the workforce. You are central to our land-grant mission of teaching, discovery, and service. Your perseverance, dedication to excellence, and commitment to our students is awe-inspiring. Thank you for all you do for our students and for the University of Idaho. Thank you. I would like to ask the staff at the Idaho Falls Center to stand to be recognized. Please. There we go. We got some in the audience too. We got them around. They're just starting to stand up. Over here. It is the behind-the-scenes planning that you do throughout the year that enables the university to be successful in so many ways. Thank you for your service. We really appreciate you. Just know that we do understand this is why we get this stuff done. Thank you. So now I'd like to invite Provost Lawrence back to the podium for one last recognition.
At the beginning of our ceremony, you met Lee Ostrom, and we want to take a moment to honor him. This is his final commencement before he retires. He currently serves as the Center Executive Officer here at U of I in Idaho Falls. He's a proud Vandal, and he's been an outstanding faculty member here for 23 years. Lee earned his PhD from Texas Tech University, and he specializes in risk assessment, human factors ergonomics, and industrial safety. He's worked in a wide variety of fields within the Department of Energy, NASA, the Department of Defense, the U.S. Navy, and the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. And I'll say, before we came out, he was sharing some stats of his time. Millions and millions of dollars in grants, almost 100 graduate students that he's advised and seen to completion, and 5 books, I believe it was, which is just amazing. Even while serving as Center Executive Officer here in Idaho Falls, Lee's continued to do his research and publish. Lee's been a key player in growing our relationship with INL and expanding opportunities for students and faculty. Lee, we appreciate your leadership and your tireless service and advocacy on behalf of the University of Idaho. Congratulations, and we wish you all the best in your retirement.
Graduates, after the ceremony, please allow the platform party to recess and join us afterwards for refreshments. And finally, please join us for a special University of Idaho tradition, the singing of our alma mater. You'll find the words on page 61 of your program. So please stand and enjoy.
And here we have Idaho, winning her way to fame. Silver and gold in the sunlight blaze, and romance lies in her name. We'll go singing, singing of you, all proudly too, all our lives through. Alma mater, our Idaho, we'll go singing, singing of you. Our lives through, we'll go singing, singing of you, alma mater, our Idaho. Came a troop from the north, brave and bold, bearing banners of silver and gold, trying to subdue all our foes. Go Vandals! Go mighty Vandals, come on and go, Vandals, go, fight with our hearts true and bold. Foes will fall before your river and your gold. But the blade with thee cannot be withheld from thee. So bear down all for Idaho, come on, and Vandals, go. A-H-O. Idaho, Idaho, go, go, go! Victory cannot be withheld from thee. So bear down for Idaho, come on, old Vandals.